Friends, today it is 23rd October 2021. We have some IPO news coming up. IPO news about Nykaa. IPO gets nod, SEBI nod. Paytm also gets SEBI nod. 1 crore per borrower IPO cap by non-banking financial institutions. So that was the news. And second news, important news, Invesco trying to sabotage deal with Sony, that is SPN, says Puneet Goenka, the MD of G company. And today, according to this, Nykaa IPO gets IPO. Nykaa FSN E-Commerce Ventures Limited. Bid offer opens Thursday 28th, 2021. Closes on Monday, November 1st, 2021. And these are the book building agencies: Kotak, Morgan Stanley, BFA Securities, Citi, ICICI Securities, JM Financial and Link. So the Nykaa, headed by Falguni Nayar and CEO Falguni Nayar, they have come out with a great adventure. Nykaa is, I think, we have to see whether it has also become an icon or not. And we have some news about Paytm also. Paytm gets nod and IPO cap by NBFC. That is Invesco trying to sabotage deal. So I read from this, and we also have some news. So news in pictures. This is something about the return of the big cat. Why drones are tracking wildlife in Kashmir. So we say the global cheetah population, the animal ranks as vulnerable on UCN red list of the threatened species. Of the cheetah's national range in Africa is lost. It's extinct in Asia. The number of recognized subspecies, these are Asiatic cheetah, Southeast, Northeast and Northwest African cheetahs. So this is news in pictures. And again, the goodness in a tube. This also is news in pictures. You see here, the truth is what the consumer is saying. If I don't have time to listen to the truth, then I probably am not doing right. So, creating a clean slate brand. The one thing that should be part of every beauty routine: cleanse, especially if you have makeup on. Your favorite beauty icon, Madhubala, for being the definition of simplicity in beauty. The craziest thing you have ever done: quitting my job after 8 years to go to ISB. I worked thankfully. So here is the story of the goodness in a tube. The CEO and founder of Plum on rooting his products in goodness. Why the company obsesses over Instagram comments and his love for the fast moving consumer goods space. So this is the total story from the CEO Shankar Prasad, goodness in a tube, CEO and founder of Plum. So have a good look on this. This is the news in pictures. Again, cheetah. And now we come to the SEBI gets nod for 16,600 crore IPO. Mega share sale. I read IPO route. Paytm was aiming to debut on Indian exchange by Diwali. It may look at a timeline by mid-November to make its public debut. The company is still deliberating and nothing is finalized yet. So we have a great all other news on page 13. Nika fixes IPO band at rupees 1085 to 1125, valuing firm at $7.4 billion. 7.4 billion. RBI tightens rules for NBFCs funding IPOs. So it is only 1 crore per borrower. 1 crore per borrower. 1 crore by borrower. So you can see the move follows surplus liquidity in the system being issued to a fund large subscriptions from high net worth individuals. So this is the Nika IPO. So you can start investing and gathering money and getting ready. From 28th October you have some 4 or 5 days time now. Get ready and see if you can find your best in these things. Stable coins acquiring mainstream appeal. Stable coins acquiring mainstream appeal. Modest start in China. I read some part of the sentences from this. Anarchist pioneers of cryptocurrencies believed they were creating a new form of unregulated decentralized money. They could have been more wrong. While Bitcoin and Ethereum did succeed in spawning a highly speculative alternative asset class that has come to enjoy wider use and popularity. The innovation that really sets to challenge fiat cash is stablecoin. The less turbulent corridor through which investors reach volatile digital tokens. Unsurprisingly, regulatory scrutiny is now squarely directed at stablecoins within its own borders. Each country may decide how it wants to regulate these odd creatures which settle claims even though they are neither a commercial bank's money nor a sovereign's IOU. Consultations are ongoing on a set of international rules to govern any stable coin arrangement that is systematic or is likely to come systematic. Stable coins are here to stay, since they provide liquidity and perceived safe haven for investors during times of recent growth spurt to continue, at least as long as the overall market for digital token is expanding. Central banks own paperless cash may therefore have to learn to coexist with the private money. That's bound to cause friction. The state playing second fiddle in the monetary affairs may be anathema to Beijing, which at least partly explains why the Chinese central bank is more determined than any of its peers to get the digital yuan out the door. Other countries, however, appear to be still largely complacent about their ability to domesticate the wildcats. One can only hope they aren't already too late. So, friends, again the papers are ringing the news of cryptocurrencies. Every day we have that, and cryptocurrency value has rushed to almost something $66,000, and the volatility upside and the volatility downside can be hedged. Hence, the people should have a clear understanding and have a thorough knowledge of hedging. And this is the news for today. 23rd October. I am Dilse with Ratnam. Thank you for viewing. And friends, I am signing off. We will come with a separate episode on crypto lending today. Crypto lending, we have episode 4. We will be getting on it. Please watch it and get prepared for the cryptocurrency, which is the future currency, which is going to be a stable one and a persistent one. Bye.